Hey y'all, welcome back to Gold Rush the game. Today we're going to be working on a first clean out after we just finished up setting up our wash plant. So a lot of things to do today. We just got our dump truck. We're going to be getting that prepped, and then what we're going to do is get out in the field and start digging. This is going to be kind of fun. We get to play with the big boy toys now, and we get to start seeing some nice amount of gold come out of the field that we're working out of. All right, so to get started, we're just going to get this thing fueled up. Then we're going to get on the parcel and start digging. All right, so after all my drilling and stuff, I'm going through my maps here, and I'm kind of trying to figure out what the best spot is. And I end up settling on 219 to start. A lot of rich pay dirt right there to dig through. So what we'll do is we'll actually go ahead and get our dump truck moved over into this spot, and then we'll get the excavator as well. That way we can do some simple digging where we're right next to each other, so it's kind of quick and easy to dig out. All right, so I got the excavator moved over now. What we're going to start working on is getting this dirt dug out. Now you can see the border of the area is gold. This color will actually change based on how much gold is in the dirt. So right now it's gold and it'll stay gold the whole dig, but in other areas it might change based on which level of gold is in the dirt. The deeper you go or the higher you go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and just start digging this out and dumping everything into the truck. After we get everything in the truck, we'll actually take it over to the wash plant and feed it in. So go ahead and just sit back, relax, and enjoy some nice excavator digging for the moment. All right, and now that we're done filling up the dump truck for the first load, we'll actually get it over to the wash plant here and get it dumped in and get everything started up. These dump trucks are very nice to work with. They are detached in the back, so it's easier to wiggle them around as you need. You can see here sometimes I mess up and hit the E button instead of the R button when I need to unload. Uh, might be a common problem across the board, might not be. Could just be me. So we're getting everything dumped in now. And when that's all done, we're actually going to lower the bed to the truck and hop on out. And what we're going to do is actually run over here and get everything started for the wash plant. So first thing we're going to do is get the water pump started, and then we'll get the generators running so everything's working as normal. See here, I'm double checking my hoses, make sure the hoses I need are connected. And now we're going to watch the conveyor belt here, and you're going to see everything feed from the hopper into the conveyor belt and then start its journey in the wash plant. So we look up and you can see the first scoops of pay dirt going in. I get a nugget immediately. We look in the shaker here, you can see the rocks getting washed. Look down into the sluice box, you can see the pay dirt running, and everything's going through the trommel down into the sluice boxes that feed into the duplex jigs, which then feed into the hog pans. So really excited to get this moving and grooving. Really want to see how much dirt we can pull out of the ground here. All right, so now we're going to go back to digging and filling up this dump truck. So this is kind of the process now at this point, is just digging and getting dirt into the dump truck and getting that dump truck back to the wash plant. The cycle just kind of continues from there until we get all our sluice boxes and our duplex jigs filled up close to 100% with gold. Then we start the washout process and start seeing what we can find in there. All right, after a couple trips with the dump truck and getting everything filled up, all our sluice boxes, everything are close to 100%. What we're going to do is start shutting everything down and start the clean out process. See, I'm getting a little lost here trying to find the button. Sometimes I just forget where everything is. All right, so now what we need to do is we need to pull all the mats from these sluice boxes. So I always start up here. I yank off the miner's grates, and then what we're going to do is actually pull the miner moss and put it into the crate here. A lot of our gold is going to come from these mats, as well as the material from the sluice box up top that has just regular dirt in it, and then the duplex jig. So we're going to go ahead and pull these mats off, just giving you a little view of the process here. Nothing stellar, but what we're doing is getting these mats pulled off and put into the crate. All right, so then we're going to do the same over here on this sluice box. Once again, we're going to pull all the mats and put them into this box to clean them out. All right, now that we wrapped that up, we took those over to the clean out area. We're going to grab the dirt out of these sluice gates right here. So there's not mats or anything. This is actual dirt that we're going to put into a bucket, or I shouldn't say it's dirt, but pay dirt that we're going to put into a bucket and wash out. So the process is pretty simple. We just use a little shovel to scoop everything out. Usually it's 2 scoops per sluice gate. And then once we're done, we can just take the bucket up and get it washed out. Next, we're going to grab the buckets from the duplex jig here. You may notice one's missing. I already grabbed and ran it up earlier before I decided to get this tray here and help carry everything at once. So that's kind of it for the duplex jigs. You just grab these buckets, and then we take everything up to the wash area and we begin the process there. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these mats into this machine right here called the Nugginator. It's a little hard to say, but we're going to put them in here and actually start it up. And what's that going to do is wash out all the material into the bucket below. So that way we're not hand cleaning these into the buckets. We have a machine that'll handle a bunch of them at once for us. So pretty simple, just pick them up, toss them in, and then what you do is you start it up from the back. Now while that's running, what we're going to do is grab one of these buckets full of pay dirt and dump it into the separator. Then we'll kick the separator on. And what it's going to do is separate out the magnetite from the gold. The magnetite, as mentioned in previous videos, is used to upgrade the blacksmith with perks. So that's a really helpful item to get early on. So we're going to let that run. You're going to see the left bucket that's filling up is the gold one. The right one's the magnetite one. The gold one fills up pretty fast. And once that's filled up, we're going to take it over to the wave-table, dump it in. And the wave-table itself is going to sort out and tell us how much gold was in that bucket. So from there, the process kind of just repeats. We'll clean out the mats and get moving forward. So I'm gonna leave some footage in here of me doing the work. I'm just gonna speed it up a little bit for you guys. Kind of want to show off, everything you have to do to get these ounces of gold out of here. It's a fun process when you're doing it. I don't know how fun it is just watching someone do it constantly. So like I said, we're gonna speed it up a little bit and let you just observe the process for a little bit. Alright, so the wavetable's finishing up the last of the material, and there it goes. So now we've finished out everything for this clean out. If you notice on the left, we started with 54 ounces of gold. On the right, we finished with 116, which means we made about 62 ounces of gold from just that one clean out. Pretty decent payout for the first run, especially on this claim, but we'll kind of see bigger payouts as we move to different claims that might have more gold in them. The first cleanout has been completed, so now we're going to go back in and just keep digging out all this gold-rich dirt and send it over to the plant. Alright, so we're starting our second cleanout process, hoping to make more gold than the first one, but we'll kind of see as we go along and how everything goes. Alright, the wash table is finished. We got our last amounts of gold. So overall, we got 67 ounces of gold from this cleanout, so pretty happy with that as well. The last thing I need to do is take the magnetite to the factory. The system here is what we do is we put the magnetite in this trailer, and then we open it up to put it into the factory. I think the gameplay is supposed to be you keep the trailer and haul it around, but it's simpler just to leave it there and bring the buckets to it, fill it up, and then empty it into the factory. Last thing we need to do is head over to the blacksmith and actually get an upgrade for ourselves. I'm not going to make any gold bars right now because we don't need the cash, nor do we need anything really in particular. So I'm just going to leave it for now, and we're to only focus on the upgrades. So after skimming through, I like to grab time as my first upgrade, just to make the bars quicker if I need to make bars. I don't like waiting around too much. So we're going to wrap it up here for today. We ended up making close to 130 ounces of gold from our dig out and clean out, so pretty happy with that. The next big thing is going to be to get enough money to get another parcel and move on to that parcel where there should be more gold for us so we can make more money and kind of repeat the process. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please, if you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, comment. Anything helps out with getting these videos made. All right, thank you so much and have a great day.